Hello there, beautiful Sagittarius. How is everyone doing? How was everybody's beautiful weekend? Mine was very busy. I had lots of readings at a fundraiser I did Friday for a friend of mine. And then just Saturday was just out and about doing crazy things at a softball game with my fellow comedians. So I'm a little bit tired, but I wanted to jump on here anyway because I just love my Sagittarians. And I wanted to give you a reading about the week ahead. So we're going to do love, we're going to do career, we're going to do health, yeah, and whatever else comes out. So I'm going to pick 3 cards for each topic, okay, for your week ahead, Sagittarius. So while you're here, if you've been here before, welcome back. If you're new, please hit the like button, please. Mm, mm. I am already starting out my week on a health kick because I need to get back to what I've been doing health wise. I'm a holistic nutritionist, and I'm like, you really need to get back, go to the grocery store, buy your food, like, just stop. Okay, so let's start with career. For Sagittarius, please and thank you, Spirit, for career. What's going on for Sagittarius the week of August 7th? Please and thank you, Spirit. I know it's kind of dark in here, but it's very gloomy in New York right now. Okay, so we have the King of Swords in reverse, Queen of Wands in reverse, and we have the Seven of Wands in reverse. Okay, so what I'm picking up intuitively from this is some of you may have a boss who's being very difficult right now. Somebody that's being very arrogant, somebody's being very sharp-tongued towards you, just not being fair or just to you, or just not even, like, they could even be on vacation and they just kind of like dumped everything in your lap and you have to complete it, and this person's just sending email after email after email after email, and you feel like you can't even say anything to like defend yourself with the Seven of Wands here in reverse. Queen of Wands, you're just feeling like you just want to snap. Okay, don't do that. Like I was saying, take care of your health. Take care of your mental health. If your boss is not in your face, he's not in your energy, or she, whatever, they're trying to get to you in a different way. Like, I feel as if this boss that you're dealing with is probably someone who hasn't taken a vacation in a while. So now they're like, people, when they haven't taken a vacation in a while, and they're in charge, they have some sort of authority, and they're like, oh, well, make sure that this is handled, or make sure that that's handled, and make sure this and make sure that. And it's like, I just see someone getting email after email after email after email, and then it's like, why aren't you responding? Why isn't this done? Why isn't it that? And it's just because they don't have eyes in the office, and they could actually be undermining you, Sagittarius, and contacting someone else and saying, oh, is Sagittarius doing this? Are they doing this? Is there any way that maybe you could help out? And you're feeling slighted, okay? So let's just clarify these cards here. Let's find out what's going on with this boss, you, and what you should do about this communication. You may be getting a little bit defensive. Don't go through like a long history. Yeah, it definitely has to do with work, with the Eight of Pentacles here, with success. Six of Wands here. What I'm saying, and then the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. You don't want to get yourself fired, okay? Because listen, if they're delegating responsibility to other people, as far as, oh, is Sagittarius doing this? Make sure they're doing this. You don't want, okay, and I'm not saying that nobody else should shine, but you don't want anyone to outshine you, Sagittarius, where another person is able to demonstrate the skills that you have, but just better. And the reason why they could do that is because they don't have a freaking boss who's hounding them. And if you're your own boss, say you own your own business and you're really on your ass this week to, get things done, if you want to be successful, you have to work. You have to put in the work. Okay, so either way this story is, because if you don't put in the work, Queen of Pentacles, you're not going to be able to get the things that you would like to have in life. You're not going to be able to get the luxuries. You're not going to, feel very welcoming to the people around you if your house is in shambles, if you're not working, to clean up after yourself. You're not putting things together. You're not being organized. A lot of this energy has to do with organization. Okay, and if you're working towards a certain career goal, you have to just put your nose to the grindstone and get it done. Okay, so if you're if you're one of those, Sagittarius, I'm just turning my back on everything this week. If you need to take a break, you need to protect yourself, focus on your health, that's great. Take a day or two, whatever it's going to be. I mean, that's what the weekend is for, Spirit is saying. So like me, if you party too much, if you're away from your work a little bit too much, it's time to get back on track. Okay. But if this boss is doing this, just simple one email answer. I have received all of your emails, and list in the order of things that you're going to do. I will contact this person. I will send this spreadsheet. I would just bullet, okay? And then send it. This way they know that you're recognizing that you are seeing what they're sending you, and you're going to get it to that in that order, or however you want to put it, okay? Delegate it in order of priority, okay, to get it done. And if it's you work for yourself, make yourself a list as to what needs to be done today and work through it and get it done, okay? Just like me. Today I was like, all right, you have to go to the food store. You have no food in the house. You can't just, think that you're not going to eat, or that you're just, you're going to get hungry. You need to eat. You're not spending extra money, this week on takeout or anything like that. You need to just get to it and go to the food store. And I did. And I bought a lot of really good, healthy stuff for me to keep my body functioning and going straight, because I am stepping into the power of being a nutritionist again. I'm telling you, smoothie is great. All right. So that's what's up with work, with career, whatever it is, which I guess go hands in hand with money. But let's check on money. What's going on with Sagittarius' money this week? Their coin bag, their bank account, their dip. Okay. I feel like you're waiting for something. I feel like you may be waiting for a check, or you're waiting for some sort of investment that you made to actually come through. I feel like you're waiting. I feel like for some of you, you're waiting for a check, and it could be very substantial. I'm seeing like anywhere from $3,500 to $36,000 that you're waiting for to come through. But I feel as if you were told. For some of you, this could have to do like with a workman's comp case or something like that. It could have something to do with work. You could be waiting for a bonus check to come through from work. For some of you, it did take a very long time for this check to come through, especially if it was supposed to come through in December, right around the time people get bonuses. But I feel like it's more like a quarterly raise, or it's just something like that where you're actually waiting. And some of you actually may have found out that you were owed money, and you brought it to your boss's attention, like, hey, I was owed this money. I went through my pay stubs and I went through this and I wasn't owed this, and here's the total amount that you owe. And they just kind of took their sweet time figuring it out down to the penny. Okay, you're done. And now you're waiting for that check. So you're kind of putting everything on hold right now, what you'd like to invest in. And that could include anything. That could include, a subscription to something, a gym membership, some new clothes, a vacation, whatever or maybe just putting money in stock. Whatever you want to invest in is being held up by of waiting, okay? And perhaps you have, you've put in a substantial amount of money into some investments, and you're just waiting to see if you make the right choice, to wait to see if it's going to grow. So let's see. I feel like no matter what I do, I hear someone saying, no matter what I do, I can't get ahead. No matter what I do, I can't get ahead. Yeah, Ten of Swords. Ooh, some of it. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. So for some of you, this could have to do with like a divorce settlement or something like that you might be waiting for. Because I see you coming out of a very painful type of ending where maybe perhaps you did have to spend quite a bit of money to kind of get, at the end of the rainbow, maybe having to pay a lawyer to fight this in court, whether it be a workman's comp case, an accident case, a divorce settlement, whatever it is. I feel as if, you're coming out of that. If you're worried about, I don't want to skip ahead to love, but I do see the Ace of Cups here. For Sagittarius, this could have, because everything always comes at once, right? It's never just one at a time where, okay, the career's going great, money's going great, love's in the toilet, or love is going great, career's horrible. Like, it's just money's shit. Like, it's just, it just really just depends on, and that's just the way life is. Like, and we always try to strive for balance. But just know, Sagittarius, it's never going to be perfect. It's not going to be perfect at all, okay, all the time. The only thing you could do is just do the best that you can. with the information that you have at the time. Okay, so don't go back in the past and beat yourself up. Don't go back in the past and flip through the library and roll a deck of mistakes and errors and bad investments that you've made and beat yourself up about it. Okay, so don't do that, Sagittarius. I feel like I'm going to start with love now, because I'm going to use these same 3 cards because that's what's coming. I feel like for some of you, you've been waiting for love. You've been waiting for something to happen, and waiting could be a problem because waiting puts pressure on it, especially when it's an Ace of Cups and it's coming in with the divine. Okay, so when they're saying, okay, when the timing is right, love is going to come in. And if you have all this stuff going on with work where you're disorganized, your boss is going crazy, this and that, you don't really necessarily going to feel like going out in a relationship with someone and all you have to talk about over dinner when you're dating and getting to know, or even if you're in an established relationship where all you do is come home and complain about work and your boss. And it's not to say that that's bad, but when it becomes that overwhelming, it changes your attitude, changes your energy, and your partner is absorbing that, okay? Or because your energy is like this, if you're single, you may attract someone that's having the same type of issues at work. And it's like, all right, trauma bond, you're a shoulder to cry on, you get me, I understand you get me, whatever. But that's not exactly the best way to start off the foundation of a relationship. But for some of you, for a huge majority of you, if not all of you, I feel like over a period of time, going through painful endings, with work, being, not having everything that you want, not being successful, I really feel like this Ace of Cups is the end of rejection. It's the end of feeling like nothing's ever going to come in for me. Where is this, is my wish going to come true? I've invested in so many different relationships. Is this ever going to happen? So let's see what's coming in on that Ace of Cups for love for Sagittarius. Let's see what's coming in. So we have the Tower in reverse, okay? Bottom of the deck, we have the 5 of Swords in reverse, and we have the Ace of Wands in reverse, okay? So here's the thing. When we make our choices, Sagittarius, about who we're going to invest in and who we're going to give our cup of love to, when we force it and when we make the choice and we're not in the good energy, and I'm not saying you don't have a choice, it's like a matter of when you set your wishes and when you set your intentions out into the universe, you have to trust that they're going to bring you in the person that's meant for you. Okay? Not, and I say this, and you'll hear me say this a lot on this channel, okay? Where we go on dating apps and we go through profiles and we entertain whoever responds back to us. I cast my net out, I caught a fish, and sometimes mistakenly, those types of connections end with one night stands. Or maybe it was somebody that you met, okay, that you thought was going to be this Ace of Cups, but you actually averted a disaster by not investing in people who were just looking for a hookup, a night of passion, which is a majority of what you would find on a dating app and when you go out looking for it yourself. Because when you're projecting the energy of frustration and you're forcing and you're looking and you're just contacting and this and that, you might knock on the wrong door. If you just allow things to flow into your life and you set your intentions and you set your wishes for what you want and it's clearly defined, it will come to you. Like throwing out a bottle out into the water and then it comes back to you, just flows back with the tides right back to you, and it's an answer from someone else. Message in a bottle. Okay? I feel like you may have had an opportunity with someone. You may have gone back and forth with this person. I feel like this person kind of kept you in your head with the 5 of Swords about, are we ever going to meet? Are we ever going to go out? Are we ever going to this? Are we ever going to that? And then it kind of, you had this opportunity to, okay, maybe have a night of passion with them, but they were, you already healed. And you recognized your healing with the 10 of Swords. You don't want to go through that again. Because Sagittarius, you actually want something real. And that's why the divine is blessing you with this Ace of Cups here. So what did we avoid with this person? Okay, let me just put that out here because, oh, God, okay. An egotistical nightmare. Somebody that has a lot of mental problems. Yeah. I would say, yep. And then the end of this. Yeah, the end of this is the the end of this story is we have the Emperor in reverse, we have the Ace of Wands in reverse, we have the King of Wands in reverse, followed by the Two of Cups in reverse with the Six of Pentacles in reverse and the Nine of Cups in reverse. I would say, Sagittarius, that, this thing, what's happening here, there's a lot of ego involved. There's a lot of mental stress and conflict. There's a lot of deviant type of behavior. There's separations. There's not equal give and take. There's greed, where somebody is taking more than they should. And when someone is not in a healthy space to give to you, and I'm not saying this is a bad person, but when somebody is in an unhealthy space to give to you, they're going to take more than they can give. And this could be the reason as to why this is pulling all of this energy, right? Where your boss is like, do this, do that, do this, do that, do this, do that, and just take your energy, because it's reflecting back at you what you're going after. It's best for you to wait. Like, I want to know, like, what's this Emperor's problem? What's this Emperor's problem? They're not healed yet. They're not healed. They haven't changed. They haven't been able to, like, manifest or, like, make changes in their life with the Four of Swords in reverse, the Hermit in the middle, the Death card is in reverse, the Hermit's in reverse, and the Empress in reverse. That's 3 major arcanas in reverse. They are not listening to the calls of the universe to make the changes in their life. They're just going through their status quo. Their everyday, day-to-day life, hermiting away. But this is a good thing, Sagittarius, because why this person is in hermit mode, this Ace of Cups is going to be able to get in there. So if you had went for this person, or they had went for you at the wrong time, it would have been a disaster. You wouldn't want to see the person that was the person that you met with the charm, whatever, the niceness, however you guys clicked, however you guys bonded. That's the real them. But then I feel like you saw something else where they weren't giving to you. They were taking more than they were giving. So you actually saw something else, right? Okay. And then it changed. And you felt rejected, right? Okay. So this person isn't healing yet, but they're in hermit mode. So eventually this is going to kick in the Death and Rebirth, the Hierophant with the aha moment, and then the Empress, where now it's like, okay, I can embody that energy and I can welcome, Sagittarius into my garden of Eden. So just a little bit longer. So just wait and wait, just wait. Because you want something to be whole, healed, and good. You're not going to eat unripe vegetables. You can't, okay? If it's not ready, it's not ready. This person, just not ready yet. And you should understand that because you've had your own endings, your own rejections, your own pressures in life that you've had. So just a little bit of compassion, a little bit of understanding, Sagittarius, okay? So I hope that this advice and this reading helped you. I actually have to go back to work myself, but I did want to hop on here real quick to give my Saggies a look ahead into their week. I appreciate you tuning in. Please hit the like button for your girl. It definitely helps my channel grow and is a free way to support me and show me that you love me just as much as I love you, okay? If you'd like to book a private personal reading with me, go ahead in the description box. A couple of people have reached out to me, but I did not hear back from them. I understand that, we live in different time zones. I do like to talk to people, through Zoom one-on-one. If it's not possible, then please, I would need a picture of you. And then if there's any pictures of anybody else, I do need to know kind of who I'm talking to. That type of information does not get shared with anybody else. I understand how that could be triggering to some people thinking, oh my God, but, that doesn't happen. I mean, that's just ridiculous. So, yeah, so yeah, I live in New York, so Eastern Standard Time. If you're on that vibe or any other place that has that time, we're good to go. But if you live in another country, yeah, I would need to either figure something out on a weekend or something like that, different time zones, maybe do it at 3 o'clock in the morning, whatever. But I do like to do that to get it done. It's a half an hour out of my time, and I do like to help people out. So, yeah, if you want a private, all of that information will be in the description box. I will see you soon, Sagittarius. Enjoy your week. Take care. Bye-bye.